one that you guys have been looking forward to. The kind of excitement that we had when we previewed this on the HSN preview last weekend was massive. This collection that we've got for you actually sold out on HSN as well. I'm talking, of course, about the amazing Sarah Signature Dancing Dragonflies collection. It is stunning. It's gorgeous. It's, well, as I said, potentially one of the most beautiful collections that we've done. And if you haven't already got this, no doubt you will already be getting on the website, snaffling it up and grabbing it. What I would say to you is Wake Up Call is that preview show. It gives you the opportunity to see what we've got coming up right throughout the day, and it gives you the opportunity to shop before everyone else, because I know it's like, what, 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. So get the items that you want now and get ready for the official launch at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. Pacific. Get your items now, and then you can sit back and enjoy 2 hours of fun and inspiration a little bit later on. What I will say is the only thing that we haven't managed yet to fix is the details that you normally see on the screen. So I will keep you up to date with everything as far as the deals are concerned and the stock updates are concerned as well, because it's going to be one of those days. But all you need to know is you shop where you normally shop on the website, hit the shop the day page, and you'll be able to grab everything that you need. But it's not just little old me on my own today. I'm delighted to say that I am with, well, one of my absolute faves. If you were watching yesterday, oh, there was fun, there was inspiration, there were faux pas, there was laughter. And when I talk about laughter, there's only one person, isn't there? It's Debbie McGiggles. How are you?
Good morning, Ben. How are you?
I'm really good. It's lovely to be back with you, and we are super excited,
aren't we? Oh, do you know what, guys? You are going to love it. I am thrilled to be here today to bring Sarah's latest collection. I absolutely think this is going to be the top one of all your collections that you've had. We've got new things in this collection that we've never had before. We've got the most amazing, beautiful colour palette that you've never seen before. And honestly, guys, really stay tuned, because I have some amazing demos throughout the day, and it's just going to be beautiful. I'm actually a bit of a dragonfly lover rather than a butterfly, Ben.
Really?
Yeah, so I prefer a dragonfly on my makes than a butterfly. So this is just my absolute best. I have a few little insights to dragonflies as well, of what they are and what they do.
What, so you mean you're going to educate us as well as inspire us?
Yeah. I just thought, let's have a little bit of fun today with our dragonflies. So my first one is, do you know that the dragonfly is the fastest insect?
Is that right? Well, I did not know that.
It's the fastest insect, yes. And do you know how many miles an hour it flies?
How many miles an hour does a dragonfly fly?
Remember, it's just an insect.
It's just an insect. Let's say 20.
35.
35 miles an hour?
35 miles an hour.
That's as fast as a racehorse, isn't it?
I know, yeah, 35 miles an hour. I know.
Can I just ask a very quick question before we move on? So we've established that you love dragonflies. Did you know all of these facts before we launched this, or did you research them?
No, I researched them, yes. Oh. I just researched them because I just thought, actually, we all know about butterflies and dragonflies. The one thing I didn't know, and it's why I went on to have a look, is to see what the benefits of a dragonfly was, because insects all seem to have a benefit, don't they, of what they do, because they're sort of almost worker insects, aren't they? And I didn't know what a dragonfly was or what its use was. And its main use is it eats mosquitoes. Yep. So it's brilliant for those sort of bugs and that. So, which I thought was really interesting. And then I thought, oh, I wonder what else a dragonfly does. And actually, it's quite interesting. All these little facts about dragonflies, which is fabulous. Which is what makes them amazing, and what makes this absolute collection absolutely incredible.
It does. And I tell you what, knowing that they fly at, what did you say, 35 miles an hour? That's how fast this collection's flying out the door at the minute. You can see it go at the speed of a dragonfly. It is absolutely superior. So I would urge you to grab that collection. We'll go through it all in more detail for you in just a little while. Also worth mentioning that a little bit later on, it is going to be me and Debbie for Monday Makers. Loads of great deals coming up there a little bit later on. And we're going to be highlighting a lot of the craft kits that we've got. We've got the brand new craft kit on the show, but also if you head to the website, again, that's where you'll be doing all your shopping today, of course, you'll see the penny sale page. And on that page, you will find lots of deals, plus lots of the craft kits as well for a penny. Basically, the way it works, you click on the penny sale page, you'll see a whole host of items. You buy one item and then you can choose your second item for just 1 penny. So again, potentially if you are in the lookout for some of the craft kits, there's plenty there. Pick the one and then add a second for a penny, which is absolutely unbelievable. More on that, as I say, a little bit later on, but if you want to find out more about that, it's all on the website, and that penny sale will end at the end of play today. As always, we're live and interactive, so if there's anything that you want to ask us, maybe you've already picked up elements of the brand new collection, do let us know. We've got Taylor on the socials today. Karen says, good morning from the Great Smoky Mountains. Nikki Gill says, good morning from Leicestershire. Alicia's with us from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Sorry, yes, Arkansas. Okay, not Arkansas. What did you say, Arkansas?
Arkansas. It's not. It's you said it right.
I know, I did.
Oh. Sorry, Ben.
Well, I like what you said. What did you say again?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Debbie's in from New York. Rihanna joins us and says, hi, Ben, Debbie, CTV crew. We've got Johnny and Nicholas steering the Good Ship Craft today. We've Jake and John with us as well. Says, hello from Ballarat, Australia. I hope you're all having a happy day. We are. Laurie says, good morning to all. Looking forward to the new Dragonfly collection. And Gilmore says, not getting off to the right start. Those darn gremlins. Lol. Don't worry, we'll keep them at bay.
I think someone's been feeding them. That's what it is.
Feeding the gremlins?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're not supposed to feed them, see, because then they're naughty.
After midnight. And watering them as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Produces more.
When you put that water everywhere yesterday.
It was me when I yeah.
They multiplied.
Yeah, they multiplied. They're multiplying.
Right. Anyway, let us have a look at this amazing collection. I'm going over here, me. This is a stunning, stunning collection. And the great thing is, what we've got for you this time around with the launch is the collection that you're seeing here. So this is kind of like your standard collection, if you like, where you will get a huge amount, which I'll go through in just a few moments' time for you. That collection is proving very popular indeed. It's £95.99 platinum or $124.76. However, what people are tending to do, and this always happens now with these collections, is you're going for the mega collection, if you like. So what you're about to see is everything that's in the collection. All right, I'll show you on the boards that we've got here. But the mega collection brings you another 12 by 12 paper pad. It brings you another set of your luxury pearlescent A4 cardstock. It gives you another set of your 6 by 6 paper pad. And you'll also get your vellum in there as well. So it's, yes. Oh, so hang on. So you get, let's get this right. You get 2 by 8 by 8, 2 12 by 12s, and 2 A4s. My bad. So, and that is £123.19 or £159.96. Stock-wise on that already, a quarter of the stock of the mega bundle has already gone. And bear in mind that sold out on HSN, so you need to jump in and grab it with us. If you did grab it from HSN, maybe there's other bits and pieces that you want to grab from us today as well. Obviously, everything available for you individually, but this is going to absolutely fly. I cannot wait to show you it. And there's actually something in this kit which I have never seen before. Well, I say never. I saw it for the first time on the HSN preview show with Sarah a little while back, and I cannot wait to find out more about it. But look at these papers. They are absolutely gorgeous. 36 double-sided sheets that you're going to receive here. And once again, the artwork is stunning. The colour palette is absolutely glorious. And what I love about this as well is the fact that you think back to some of the other collections that we've done recently, things like the Hummingbird collection, which I know you all love, the vintage butterflies as well. There's plenty of crossover, I think, with a lot of these where you can kind of use elements from various collections to create the most gorgeous projects, the most stunning, stunning cards. But as you can see, I mean, come on, are you not just falling in love with the artwork that you've got here, the gorgeous colour palette that you've got as well? And like Debbie was saying, do you know what? You know, you think about butterflies and florals and bees within craft, but dragonflies now as well really are uber popular. And when you've got a colour palette like this, artwork like this, absolutely to die for, you're going to be coming back for more and more. That is why I think the majority of you will be going for that big collection, knowing that you're going to get 2 lots of the 12 by 12 pad, plus 2 lots of the 8 by 8 as well, and more as we go through. I mean, Debbie, just to get your take on this as we flick through, the most sumptuous paper pad, and once again, double-sided, which makes it just so craftable, doesn't it?
I mean, is this not just every page a wow factor?
I know, it's stunning.
The colours in it, I love deep, dark colours, and I think this just explains them really well in this whole dragonfly beauty. It's just got a beautiful colour tone on it. It's got those deep purples, those deep blues, those deep greens, and then those added sort of muted pinks and lilacs to it as well. It is absolutely beautiful. I think probably my favourite so far.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at that. Ever.
Now, you're also going to get your 6 by 6 as well. 36 double-sided sheets once again. And what we love about this is you can see it matches up beautifully. It's like a shrunken down version of the 12 by 12. So again, it gives you so much scope for all different size of projects that you've got. It gives you so much craftability for the fact that you'll get 36 sheets here, 36 sheets of the 12 by 12 as well. So that is all incorporated. Remember, if you're going for the mega bundle, you will get 2 lots of the 12 by 12 included. And you're also going to get 2 lots of this gorgeous pearlescent cardstock as well. A4, of course. And can you see how gorgeous, again, the colour palette is that you're going to be receiving here? We're doing this as well, aren't we? In a lot of the collections, once again, kind of just like making your collection go even further by adding in the gorgeous pearlescent cardstock, double-sided once again, and that colour palette is absolutely to die for. 24 sheets you're going to get in total, 6 sheets of 6 different colours, I should say, that you're going to receive, and all of those colours match up absolutely beautifully with the artwork, with the colour palette that you've got in that paper pad as well. But that is not all, because you're also going to receive the vellum. I mean, oh my goodness, how amazing is this? Once again, 24 sheets of your gorgeous vellum included as well. All the artwork matching up, all the artwork corresponding with the paper pads that you've got in there too. So it just makes it so craftable. You know, whether you're going to be using these, with your die cuts, whether you're going to be using these as sort of inserts for your cards as well. There's so much craftability. The fact that it all matches up, there's nothing that you need to think about. You can simply get this home, get crafting, get creating. Then on Christine Mahoney, by the way, I've just heard 10 of the 12 by 12 paper pads. I was going to say, it's not a lot by her standards, is it? She says she does want more. Christine, you know, you need to get shopping now, because these will fly. Now, something else which I've not seen before, which you're going to get in this set, 24 sheets of this gorgeous foiled card. Now, we've obviously added some colour to this so you can see exactly the designs that you're going to get. I mean, Debbie, this is absolutely gorgeous and not something I've seen before in a Sarah signature.
We did it quite a few years ago in one of Sarah's Christmas signature collections.
Okay.
And it's the only time I think we've ever done it. And I don't know why, because these are amazing. If you like to create backgrounds but you're not quite sure how to do them, these are brilliant because they're what we call a resist technique. So you just add your inks to it, buff it over, and then those, it's almost like an iridescent print that's on top there. It is absolutely stunning.
And again, you're getting all of those beautiful details on there, from the dragonflies to those trailing vines on there as well. And once again, 24 of those you're going to receive within this collection. That's just your consumables, right? There's so much more to this. Let me show you, talking about, I suppose, your consumables. Let's just show you the other little embellishments before we get into the nuts and bolts of it all. I love the fact that we give you these gorgeous little dragonflies as well. So 10 of those that you're going to get. I mean, these are so gorgeous. gorgeous. You hardly want to use them. Do you know what I mean? They're so stunning, aren't
Do you know
they?
what? The other day I was looking at these thinking, if you bought a few packs of them, how nice would they be to link them through some jewellery wire and have a little bracelet or ankle bracelet? They would look beautiful because you've got those little circle sort of catches on each side.
You have, yeah.
So you can actually thread your jewellery wire through them. But they're going to look great dangling on anything, on charms, on your ribbon, or making them in your jewellery, earrings. So yeah, they're beautiful.
Talking to your ribbon as well, you'll get gorgeous ribbon included in this particular collection. So again, 6 1-meter lengths you're going to receive there too. And there's even more, right? Because, and I'll bring this in now, I was going to leave this till the end, but this is the kind of final element of your consumables. I'm fascinated by this because up until last weekend, I had never ever seen this before. This to me, well, it's called fantasy film, right? But this to me is like, this is like dragonfly wings. Isn't it? I've never seen anything like this before, Debbie. And what an item to pop in with this collection to give you that beautiful effect that you see on real dragonflies. I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And don't just think of it as die cutting, because fantasy film, you can iron them together to make them thicker. You can iron them and stamp on them as well.
Wow.
You can also emboss them. They emboss beautifully. And then you can also die cut them out. But they work beautifully with your dragonfly wings and they are stunning, absolutely stunning.
Again, that is going to be included within this collection. Quite beautiful. Once again, if you want to stock up on that, all of these items are available for you individually. But let's get into the nuts and bolts of all of the goodies that you've got in this collection as well. By the way, I should show you the water lily collection here. So you've got your stamps and dies to be able to create your own little pond for your dragonflies. If you are shopping individually, if you are picking and choosing, mixing and matching, spend £50 or $60 and you'll receive an extra 10% off your spend today. So lots of different ways for you to be able to shop. That's your water lily collection there. Absolutely beautiful. Again, gorgeous stamps, all of the dies to be able to cut those out for you to create some beautiful scenes. Talking about wonderful scenes, look at this, the weeping willow. Again, like how effective is that we're kind of giving you that gorgeous die with the stencil there as well. It kind of like helps you to create even better scenes, doesn't it, Debbie?
Yeah, really. I mean, I've not seen one. I've never seen a die with a stencil before. We're going to be doing that on our second demo. I'm going to be showing you how you can make absolutely gorgeous cards. I love the fact that that stencil is so usable. It's got everything in there that you need to go behind that weeping willow die cut, which is honestly, it's incredible, that one. And
it's all about, you know, building the scenes, building the layers. Check out this die, that gorgeous ornate bridge. Once again, just adding all of those different depths and layers to all of your projects, creating that scene as well. Then we've got the beautiful water lily frame. I mean, look at that. Once again, absolutely stunning. The detailing there that you've got in the water lilies. If you love to do your paper piecing again, I mean, this is going to be something I think that you're going to be using for that. But again, a great focal point, a great starting point. Great that we give you the dies to be able to pop those dragonflies in. But that outer frame itself, Debbie, again, is just a wonderful starting point to create a project, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. When I was having a play with this last week, Ben, I've got a demo lined up. Well, in fact, I've got a twofer. So how you can use the die and then reuse it again. I know that sounds a little bit sort of puzzled, but please tune in at 2 o'clock because I've got some great demos with that die, which is it's just amazing.
Then you've got even more dragonflies, the dainty dragonfly there once again to be able to build up. I mean, that one potentially you're going to be using with that gorgeous fantasy film. If you thought that was amazing, look at the detail that you've got in this gorgeous border die. So that water lily border there is absolutely stunning, isn't it? You know, whether you use it on the side, on the top, wherever you want to go with that, it's going to look amazing.
Absolutely. Have you sort of got the drift that there's a bit of a water theme going on?
Well, do you know what? Because that's where the dragonflies live, isn't it?
Yes, but did you know that they are...
Yeah, go on.
Ben's just jealous because he didn't research his dragonflies today. That's what it is. But actually, they live underwater for a long, long time before they come out. They're called nymphs. Nymphs. Yes.
So they're born underwater, are they?
Yes. Yeah, born underwater.
Right.
So, and that's why they then hover in the water.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, seriously, it's like having David Attenborough in the studio, isn't it? Seriously. I mean, I always feel like I learn here, but I am just going to walk out of here a more educated
On
person
dragonflies,
after today.
yes, absolutely.
Dragonflies. The next pub quiz, a question on dragonflies comes up and I get it right.
It will come up there, you know it will. And you're like, I know that. How do I know that?
What are baby dragonflies called and how fast can they fly? Your lily pond, your lily pond embossing folder, again with that gorgeous 3D effect. This again just incorporating so much of what you've already seen in this collection, from the ornate bridge to your lily pads to your water lilies to that gorgeous effect of the trailing vines there as well. You know, we talked a bit about embossing folders yesterday. You want a quick, stunning, top-notch card. This is going to do it for you, isn't it? On its own.
And that looks like really complicated to do.
Yeah.
And honestly, you just emboss it and rub your water reactive inks over the top. That's all you do to create that, and it's absolutely stunning. I think that's one of the prettiest embossing folders I've seen in a long time.
It is really, really gorgeous. And then, of course, with all of these projects, you're going to be wanting some sentiments, some stamps to go with them. So you've got your simple sentiments there, and that sort of swoosh sentiment style. So, you know, the ability for you to be able to leave those as is. I mean, you can join those up should you wish. I mean, even create, I guess, your own borders with those, couldn't you? The way that those have been designed. And then finally, you're going to receive your Dragonfly Dreams as well, which is all of those beautiful stamp sentiments. So you've got birthday wishes on there, dream big, have faith, hope your date is perfect, thank you for your kindness. There's loads there. Make today amazing. So we've got a lovely selection, for things like your birthdays, but then actually some gorgeous sentiments, which we're doing brilliantly at the minute, which are just for cards, just because you want to put a smile on somebody's face, just because you want to tell somebody that they are amazing, and more. As you can see, that's taken me probably 10-15 minutes to go through the whole collection because it's that big. Over a quarter of the bigger bundle is gone, and don't forget, with that you are going to receive 2 of the 12x12s. You're going to get that extra pearlescent pad included in there as well, plus the 8x8 you're also going to get in there too. So worth jumping in for. Let us know what you're shopping for today. Remember, you can only get this from us. 8to10 sold out when it launched. I have a feeling this collection is going to go the same way as well. But let's look at some finished cards with Debbie. I mean, you can always tell when it's a great collection because you guys have like tons and tons of cards to show.
Oh, so many. And we probably won't, well, hopefully throughout the day we'll get through all the samples. But I've just got a hand selection that I've of some of my favourites. I love this one. Look at this. I mean, the dimension on that, those little butterflies. Use your acetate behind this as well to create with that die. But I love this bridge. I think there's so many different ways that you can do this bridge. The bridge itself doesn't have a cutting edge on one side, so it can become an opening as well.
Yeah.
But also means you can attach it to the sides, do the one at the back the other way, and then you get that 3D effect that you can use. But being able to create small cards with him, we know in the US you like to do your sort of smaller cards. This collection really lends itself well to that. But also that border, that water lily border is just absolutely stunning, but using it in different ways. I mean, I'm showing you 2 cards here. If I just bring them into shot so you can see 2 very different cards, but I'm going to show you a third one in our first demo as well of how you can use that. That beautiful water lily border die, you're going to use it time and time again, snip into it, use it as what Ben said about paper piecing earlier. We're going to use it totally different in our 2 o'clock show. Using those papers to decorate in different sort of panels on your card, just giving a totally different effect. And then that embossing folder again with a letterpress technique. I mean, that is so pretty. Absolutely amazing. Love it. And the same embossing folder but done with inks and then a little bit of gilding wax in the background makes that one look absolutely magical. You can imagine this with all your sort of fairy dies as well, which will go with your dragonflies, which is amazing. And I love, I know it's a dragonfly collection, but I love the fact that there are lots of different elements of dragonflies in this collection in die form. And I just want to show you a few different cards with that resist pad because that is great for doing your backgrounds. You can see that background here really lends itself so well to everything in this collection. And even if you just want to use parts on a card, you can see this one's been cut into. If I just pull these 2 pieces out, so you can see we've got then a variation of colour on the inside there that just goes through. Just different ways that you can use it. And then if you want to just add add pastel colours maybe to a box and outline your box. Look how pretty that looks around there with all your with that resist coming through. It is so, yeah, it's just so beautiful. Right, let me just pop these all down below and we'll get on with our first demo.
Yeah, well, just whilst you pop in, I'll just read a few messages coming through. The hype is amazing. Lots of you now beginning to order. CZC says I got mine ordered. Miriam says I placed my order earlier for the paper in that lovely embossing folder because I missed it on HSN. Lillian says it's going to be really difficult to cut into the beautiful dragonfly papers. That's why you need to get more. That's why you need to go for the mega collection, because we'll give you 2 lots of the 12 by 12, 2 lots of that 8 by 8 foiled pad, and also, of course, you're going to get 2 lots of the per lesson A4. The dragonflies where I live are a gorgeous bright blue, says June Woodhouse. So pretty. If you've got any photographers out there, if you take any pictures of beautiful dragonflies, feel free to send those in. If we can show them, I've just realised we've got gremlins, haven't we? We've got gremlins. If we can show them, maybe later on, we will. Lee says, I placed my order last night, was very excited to see it on when I popped on to look for something. And Deborah Lafleur just says, OMG, I've just woken up to this collection. Just received the Hummingbird collection on Friday. The pocketbook is getting thin, but I must have these. There's ways and means. If you can't go for the full collection, go for the standard collection. If you can't go for the standard collection, go for that deal where you can spend £50 or $60 and get an extra 10% off. If you can't stretch to that, get a little bit of something whilst you can, because this is going to disappear at 35 miles an hour, which, did you know, is the speed that a dragonfly can fly. Thank you. Let's get over there, because you guys want to see this in action, so let's get cracking. I mean, where on earth do you start, Debbie, with a collection like this?
Absolutely. Can I just say, though, if you've got the Hummingbird collection, this is going to complement that collection so well. Oh, did you say that already?
I said that earlier when I was flicking through the pad.
Oh, did you? I do apologise.
It's fine. You were probably too busy thinking about more dragonfly
I was, yes, I was. And you were on the Hummingbird, see. Right, let me give you the measurements for my card to start with. So I've done a 10.5 inch by 6 inches. I've scored it at 2.5 and 3.5 and then 7 and 8 inches, okay? And this is going to give me my card front. And I want to create sort of like a bridge front card, and I'm going to use the bridge to pop these together. Now, by doing it this way and having these 2 points that fold in, it means that it will fold flat, which I love about a bridge card. So we're going to be using that gorgeous bridge. I'm going to show that straight away because you get your outside cutting edge. Now, I'm going to cut mine out, but this side doesn't have a cutting edge on it, which means it's like a hinge, so you can use it over the front of a card, which we will show you throughout the day. You're then getting your mats and layers, so you're getting your mat for your actual gate to go on, and then, or bridge should I say, and then you're getting that beautiful bridge die that is going to go on the top of that. So we're going to be using that, but first of all I want to bring in my gorgeous border die. This is just lovely. I think you're going to be using this for so many different things. So it's the Waterloo border die. Just going to try and get my, no, it's not going to work, Ben. Like, this is brand new, this is one of the studio ones, but I'm trying to get it so the sellotape or the glue stays on the back and not on my die. So
do you know what, though? You talk about little work with the Hummingbird collection, but I think about some of the other collections that we've done recently, like the butterflies, the vintage butterflies, you know, the Country Lane collection. There's lots of that sort of you know, countryside feel to all of these, and I think a lot of the colours are shared as well. So I think you'll be able to cross-match in a lot of those collections, won't you?
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, don't you think we're good at that at Crafters Companion? I think we're really good at cross-matching lots of things. I'm going to just tape that in half and tape in 2 places. Before I take that down, just be mindful when you're doing a border die of which way is your cutting edge. So where your cutting edge is, you want it to be on the edge of your card, not because sometimes, because you think it's a straight edge, and I say it because I've done it myself, and you sort of, why did I do that? But it's because it's got the straight edge, you sort of think it goes on the edge of your card, but that would just cut your beautiful border out. And it doesn't do any harm, it just means that you have to start again with your card blank. So all I'm going to do is make sure that I've got these levelled up to here and at the top and the sides, and then I'm going to put a piece of tape down on each side to have those. The one thing I do always say when we do a edgeable die is if you can go for another one and put an extra one, because we sell individuals in your basket, you could cut 2 of them in one go.
That's a great shout, yeah.
And I do always think with edgeables, it's always good, because 9 times out of 10, we normally make a card that has 2 of them on that card. So depending on what concept you want to cut, it's always really good to have an extra border die. So popping that one through. just in the Gemini.
$7.99 individually if you want to go for the border die, $9.95.
That's not bad, is it, for an extra one?
It is.
It looks like could have done with an extra cut on that one. That's strange. So I am just going to pop it on again, but I think this time, I didn't do that in my demo. Let me just pop that on again. I'm just going to put a little bit of tape to hold that on, but I think I'm just going to pop in my, let's pop in my shim.
Miriam just saying samples are stunning. Deborah says greetings from Texas. It looks like I'll be placing an order today. Can you let me know if you've already ordered or if you are in the process of ordering, what you're going for? Did you order perhaps over the weekend? Let us know if you've already got these items coming to you, because I think so many of you are absolutely loving this. Christine Mahoney getting very excited, saying, can we see that card next to you, Ben? Are you talking about this beautiful card just here? I think you potentially might be. We'll have a look at that in just a few moments' time. Oh, there we are. In fact, Nicola is absolutely on the money today. As always, made that sound like it was a shot. She's always on the money. But again, using so many of those different elements. But I love that, using the little dragonfly there as your sort of little dangling embellishment, and using, of course, I love the name of it as well, the fantasy film that you're going to be receiving there too. Absolutely beautiful. I have a feeling that will be something that you might multi-order, because, as I say, I've never seen anything quite like that before, so stock up on it. But yeah, get cracking. Gorgeous, gorgeous project. We'll show you more cards as we head through the show as well.
Right, so this one, Ben, the little water lily leaves actually come up. So I love this die, it's so pretty. But if you just use your pokey tool to poke them back in, you can actually have them lifted from your actual cardstock, which are beautiful. So once you've done that, put this on the opposite side and cut that one out. And then I'm going to bring my one in that's already been done. So exactly the same. So we've got, you can see, still that bridge type of card, but look how now that has just lifted that card into something totally new with those sides. So I've then got some purple of the cardstock in there. So again, the card packs that we do, I think we're becoming quite famous now for our card packs.
Yeah.
These are beautiful. It's double-sided pearlized cardstock. I'm going to use these to go underneath, so it really sort of lifts that white there. And then we're going to use our tape pen just to pop them in. So I'm going to use a dotty tape pen, and I'm also just going to grab myself a piece of card to go on to.
Stephanie's ordered. She says, good morning, everyone. I've ordered the standard collection last night. Congratulations, you'll love it. I knew I wanted it when I saw it previewed. My treat to myself for our 47th anniversary today.
Oh,
well,
that's nice.
Congratulations, Stephanie, for all of us. And enjoy your Dragonfly collection. Happy anniversary. Seriously, what a great day to pick this up. Loads of you are shopping right now, and it's only going to get busier as we head through the day. The official launch actually coming up in, just over 2 hours' time. It's so nice that you can jump in and join us on Wake Up Call and get those deals before everybody else. And don't forget, this is just a little bit of a sneaky preview. There'll be so much more coming up with Debbie a little bit later on. What are you doing?
I've done it the wrong way, Ben. Oh no. That's the front of my card.
Oh,
look,
yes.
We're going to have to stay that way. We're just going to have to wing it.
Wing it. So you did that, like a dragonfly.
Wing it. We'll have to fold it the opposite way. There we go. So you won't notice that. You won't notice that.
Notice what?
I don't know.
No,
Notice what? Notice what? I have no idea, Ben. So I'm always doing things back to front at the moment. I don't know what that's all about. Could say a lot for my character. Right, where's my other piece? There we go. Right, so that's just using your dotty tape pen and pop that into place on the back. Give that a rub down. The more you heat that up, the more that would make that more sticky and adhere to there. And then I'm just going to fold that the opposite way. So fold those pieces in just like so. So you can see straight away we're starting to get a really pretty card. Now I've cut some of our papers out and I've already put them onto some of our pieces. But what I've also got is some pieces here to cut out. So now look at this. Look at the colours that this. I've just got a piece of this. Now putting that onto white cardstock.
Yes.
But look how it changes.
It's amazing.
It's just beautiful and it looks different on different things that you
it
put
just
them
replicates
onto.
the dragonfly's wings, doesn't it?
Look, it looks green now, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It's like just, it is so amazing. It's like this, it's like magic.
It's
It
dragonfly
should be called
wings.
Magic. It is dragonfly wings.
But not real dragonfly
Now, we're
wings.
going to take we've got our dancing dragonflies, our dainty dragonfly. Now, dragonflies also have 4 wings, which is why we have the 2 dies. Have you been Googling? You've been Googling, Ben. I'm going to get all my bits in before Ben just comes up and tells me. Do you know that the dragonfly is the only insect that can fly always?
Well, actually, I didn't know. Dragonflies, they're
fly
actually
backwards. The only insect that can fly backwards.
they're actually expert flies. They can fly straight up and down. They can hover like a helicopter. And
Yep.
even, did you know that they mate in midair?
Yes, they do.
Well, that sounds tricky, doesn't it? If they can't fly, they'll starve because they only eat prey that they catch whilst flying.
Yeah, it's a bit sad, that, isn't it?
That is a bit sad when you think of it, isn't it?
And they only last, they last from, I think it's a week. It's like all these information.
Need to find more facts. Yeah, go on.
They last from a week to 2 months.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
What the?
The actual dragonfly itself, yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
sad.
Oh, it's just...
So they're a nymph. They jump out of the water.
In the water for quite a long time, and I can't even remember what that was. But I've got a feeling it was about 30 days. I think it was about 30 days. Yeah.
Did you know that dragonflies catch their insect prey by grabbing it with their feet, and they're so efficient in their hunting? I'm not reading this. That in one Harvard University study, the dragonflies caught 95% of the prey released into their enclosure.
They're amazing, aren't they?
They are amazing creatures.
Yeah, really amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my bridge. There we go. Let's grab our bridge, because we're going to cut this a few times.
They are definite deserving of their own collection.
Yeah, they
That's as much as we
needed
can
it
say.
a long time ago, didn't
Yeah.
they? Then we're going to do our... And then we want a purple one. We're going to do a purple bridge as well. So all these elements, let's do that one. And then we're going to cut out a purple dragonfly. And then we're going to have a white dragonfly in the centre. So that one there. Let's see if we can put them all on our big plates now.
Daphne Cox says, I've ordered my 12 and 6-inch paper pads last night. Cara says, I got the mega bundle. Congratulations. Suzette Sue says, I've ordered the mega bundle just so I got the extra paper pads. It's the way to go, isn't it? That is the way to go, because all of you chat about how much you love the paper pads, how you don't feel like you can use them because you don't want to waste them. If you go for the mega bundle, you get 2 of the 12x12 pads, you get 2 of the foil pads, the 8x8, and you'll also get 2 lots of the A4 pearlescent cardstock as well. So that is definitely the way to go. And Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube says, okay, so Dragonfly bundle or pay the mortgage?
Oh, dragonfly bundle.
Debbie would never be a financial advisor, would she not? Yeah, don't worry about the mortgage.
I'm only joking. Please don't take that. If you need to pay your mortgage, pay your mortgage.
Can you imagine? Bank manager's on the phone. Why do you pay the mortgage?
Well, Debbie said.
Debbie said. Oh, dear.
I know what you mean, though. It's
Yeah.
just we just want everything, don't we? That's the trouble, and it's difficult to know where to stop. And you know, all we can do is apologise for keep pulling out the bag, these gorgeous collections.
Yeah, because we're the enablers here, aren't we? And just when you think, oh, well, that last collection, you know, a lot of you chatting about the hummingbird, well, that'll be it now for a little while. I won't get anything else. We then throw out a collection like this. And you just know this won't be the end of it, because in a few weeks' time, there'll be some. Thursday. It's Thursday, isn't it?
No, don't say it, because no.
Okay, a week on Thursday. If you saw the HSN preview show, you know the one that I was buzzing about. That collection is coming. That you are all absolutely going to fall over yourselves to buy. I won't say any more than that.
It's gonks, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, gnomes. And
Well, isn't it? Oh, so there are ones with eyes, are there?
well, it's called the Gnomes collection, the Summer Gnomes, but I know what you mean. They are the gnomes.
Gonks are
the
without
gonks.
eyes,
Yeah.
yes.
But
I don't know whether that is a technical term or whether somebody has just... yeah. Oh, no, Johnny says it's true.
No, I think it is true,
If Johnny says it's true.
Gonks are Scandinavian, aren't they? The gonks are the Scandinavian with the hats over their eyes and the longer beards. But whichever way, they're in Bermuda shorts, they're doing the barbecue, they're in the park, they're doing all the kind of things that you do in summer, and it's an amazing collection which you'll love. Peggy says, I saw this go live earlier this weekend, and I ordered the collection. Plus, I cannot wait for this to get here. It looks incredible. What are you laughing at? What's going on?
I'm laughing because they're saying things in my ears.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, something that yes.
I was just flicking these pieces and they were going everywhere.
Oh, right. And when you say everywhere, you mean everywhere?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Got you.
Right, so this die is very intricate, as you can see, but one cut cuts it all out. You'll find a lot of your pieces will be in there. Just use your pokey tool to flick them and they all literally just fall out. This one is gorgeous. Let me give this a little tap. Look at this bridge. I mean, that is just stunning. One cut through your machine. Then we've got our dragonfly. I mean, we're going to make our dragonfly a little bit different because we're going to give our dragonfly 6 wings. So we've got our die cut one of our fancy film, I was going to call it then, which we're going to pop over the top of this one. And then we've also got the white one, which will go over the top of that. So it will give it that iridescent wings on there. And then our bridge, we've got I love that they've put this colour in, Ben. I love a mustard colour, and it really complements this collection, especially here because there's lots of, it's not spot foiling, but it looks like foil in there because you've got all that sort of mustard colour going on. So it really complements this colour. Now this one, can you see it's not cut out at the side? So if you want to use it on just one of your cards, in fact, I'm going to bring in this little card here. This has just been done as a little card, but look, it actually opens up.
Oh, cute.
So yeah, really lovely. I was thinking like as your name places for wedding tables and things, that would look so lovely, wouldn't it? So really nice little design. But I'm just using mine as the bridge, so we're just going to trim that down at the side because I just want that as my matten layer. So pop that one out. So let's clear all my waste card up and then we can pop our card together. So this is going to go our first layer, then we've got that beautiful mustard, and then we've got this one that's going to go over the top. Look how that complements all each other. Such a lovely design, this one. And then our papers are going to go on the inside. I've also cut my bridge out of the one that I did. Tape pen.
That bridge, I don't know why, well, I don't know why because I've been there. It reminds me a little bit of some of the beautiful bridges that you see in Venice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking it was, it looked more oriental to me.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking it would sort of go with our other, like the
chinoiserie.
That's it, chinoiserie collection. I thought it would be lovely in that one.
But again, great shout in the fact that you've got so much crossover with the dyes and the papers from various collections that you'll be able to, you know, what do we say? Mix and match them, I suppose.
Mix and match, absolutely.
To play with, not just with this collection, but using it amongst all the other collections that you've got as well. Just chatting about that fantasy film as well. Just again, it's new. It's totally new to me. Stephanie just asking, and I know you touched on this earlier. The kind of things that you can do with it. Can you heat that? She's wanting to know the fantasy film.
Yes. Yeah. So. I'm not 100. I remember fantasy film being out many years ago. It was sort of on par at the time when we had the fantasy. Well, it's not called fantasy fibres, but the fibres. I can't think what that's called. Someone will tell me what that's called. But it's like little. Was it angel fibres or?
Oh, I vaguely
It's got, and you iron them together.
Yeah.
And fantasy film come out at the same time as that because you can iron 2-3 sheets together.
Right.
And then you can use them to stamp on, and it just creates really beautiful effects. You have to be careful because if I remember, you could iron your stamps on, but I used to do that with rubber stamps. So I'd need to have a play and see if you can do that with acrylic stamps.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can. You just probably have to have your iron on a warm setting.
Okay.
So you would stamp it and then put your fantasy film on top, and then you would iron on top of that.
Gotcha.
But I think you put a grease-proof piece of paper on and then it would iron them on. But I'm not 100% sure. So what I would say is have a look maybe on YouTube. I'm sure they'll have some tutorials and have a look on there and see. But I'm sure we will find plenty of tutorials on there.
Pammy says, super excited for this collection. I've been playing with the hummingbird collection all weekend. I made my mum a mini album and a card. She loves the hummingbirds, and this collection is going to be for me. Karen says, I've ordered 4 of the 12 by 12 and 4 of the 6 by 6 paper pads and the vellum, plus other things. Competition then. I mean, we probably know who it's going to be, but how many of the paper pads extra have you ordered? Christine, I think we said had ordered 10. If someone's beaten Christine, you need to let us know. But how many of the paper pads have you ordered? Lots of love coming through for this bridge as well. Pam is saying, I love that bridge. So pretty. Could be used in so many ways. And lots of people saying as well about the bridge. Jen C saying, yeah, that's where I'll use that bridge for the chinoiserie in the Japanese gardens.
Yeah,
and Daphne
absolutely.
says, it reminds me of Monet's garden with the water lilies in the bridge.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
Isn't it great though, again, that already people's minds are beginning to get creative, like the creative juices are flowing. People are thinking, oh, I know what I'm going to use, parts of this collection for, and what kind of projects and how you're going to use them elsewhere. And that's where it's really exciting for us as well, because as much as it's amazing to see Debbie and get all the inspiration, it's great to hear from you guys as well, to know what you're going to be using your collection for.
Yeah, totally. Right, now what we're going to do with this, we need our bridge. So I've sized this card so it will fit onto this piece here with this small piece and this piece on this small strip. So you don't want to put them together and stick it down, because then it won't open. So you want to do it so one's open and one's closed. And that way it will then go from side to side and lay flat. So we're just going to pop a little bit. And actually what I am going to do is take some red liner tape, because I think that will be the best thing to put on the sides to hold that into place.
Make sure you give it a good burnish.
Yes, you were giving us that top tip yesterday, Ben.
Yeah.
I was very, very impressed.
It's cracking along with you yesterday, wasn't it?
It was.
Making
It was a good
flowers.
day yesterday. We literally had to make the best of a sort of the most out of the day, because it was we was plagued with difficulties, but we got through it. And actually, can we just thank everyone for your support yesterday and sticking with us, because it was such a lovely day, and it being Mother's Day as well.
Yeah. No, I think it was potentially quite a bad, frustrating situation, but we made the very best of it, and you guys were there all the way through with us as well, so it made it a lot of fun. It was a different day yesterday, but everyone enjoyed it, so it was really, really good fun.
So we're going to just pop this evenly on each side. So rub that down there, and then that way it stands front, but it will fold flat as well. Just in case, because we do get asked, it's just over 8 inches by 6 inches, the card, so that's the size envelope that you would need. And I seem to have lost my my little words. I did do the swash words, but it doesn't matter. I'll bring in my finished card in a second. But let's just stick these together so you can see how well these all go together. Now, I'm not going to stick them fully down. I just want to stick the bodies in, because I want to leave those, leave gaps in the wings so you can manipulate them and have them as if they are in flight. So all you're going to do, I mean, look at that shining behind there. I mean, that's just like glass, isn't it? Like mirror. It's amazing. And we're going to just, and you can manipulate all of your die cuts just by using your pokey tool.
Yeah.
And that gives us our gorgeous
look at that
dragonfly.
film.
I mean, look at it, it's so lovely.
Just even watching you when you were just like folding the wings there, just all the different colours that you could see when it was reflecting.
Beautiful. So pop that on there, and then if I just bring in my finished one, exactly the same, apart from I've just added those little swash, happy birthday there. So let's bring that into the front, and then you can see just how stunning and simple that card is.
That is a great way to sum it up, isn't it? Really, you know, absolutely stunning. Every time you make a project, make a card, whatever it may be, who it may be for, it's going to look the absolute business. But it's really simple to do, because we give you all of the tools to be working with, all of the dies that you need, all of the stamps that you need, all of the consumables in there as well. And as I say, we'll go through that in more detail for you during this show, later on in launch as well. If there's anything particular that you want to see in more detail too, don't worry, don't hesitate to ask, and we will definitely do that for you. But what I would say is, grab the deals now. This collection is flying. The mega bundle is absolutely flying as well. And lots of you going for the consumables. The paper, as is always the case, is absolutely flying faster than a dragonfly, which, did you know, flies at 35 miles an hour. The problem that we will have is what always happens. The paper pads will potentially sell the bundles out. So get what you want now. Don't miss out. I can just hear producer Johnny's telling me it's getting busier and busier as people are beginning to wake up. Don't wait until 2 o'clock is all I will say, because then it will be carnage. I just wanted to show you a few other bits and pieces that we've got coming up for you a little bit later on. Monday Makers, and in fact these outline dies, which you'll be able to pick up with a 45% saving later, are gorgeous, and some of these I think would actually work very nicely with this collection as well. So all of these available right now on the Shop the Day page. You've got your gorgeous, fabulous florals. So again, you know what, if you're looking to create some gorgeous backgrounds to pop these onto, you can do. Maybe using some of your watercolours. Maybe if you like to do things like your paper piecing as well, you've got the ability to do that with all of these. But a great way to kind of build up the scenes and create little silhouettes as well with these too. You've got your blooming botanicals also included in this collection. Then you've got your stunning simple sprigs. So again, nice way to be able to combine those with some of the florals that you've got within this collection. Butterflies, again, stunning, beautiful if you loving your colouring. And are great to practice with as well, these, of course, because you've got the outline to be working with. But again, if you love things like your paper piecing, you know, popping those onto maybe some glitter card, onto some acetate, if you love to colour that too, there's loads of different ways you'll be using these. Oh, and hang on a minute, is that a dainty dragonfly I spy? That's what I'm talking about. The kind of collection that you potentially want to pop into your basket. You know, maybe you are, you know, looking to extend it a little bit more. Maybe you're going for the standard collection and you're just a little bit short of that free shipping threshold. This is the item that's going to throw you over into that free shipping. And again, you can see just with that posy and the gorgeous dragonflies how this is going to work beautifully with the dancing dragonflies collection that we've got as well. We'll see this in more detail, as I say, a little bit later on Monday Makers, but that one is your outline die collection. 45% saving for everyone, less another 20% if you're platinum. You can see all of the details on that on the Shop the Day page, which is on our website right now, which is where you also find the penny sale, last day of that. We're going to take a quick break because I know there's so many of you not wanting to miss a second, so many of you with dragonflies in your baskets. Quick, go fast, because they fly fast. This is going. Head to the checkout and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome back. Loads of you checking out your baskets there. Lots of lovely messages coming through as well. Must say good morning to Mum 4 Boys. He says good morning from Nebraska. Pammy says so pretty. Not feeling well this morning, says Rita Jackson. Well, get well soon, Rita. You say, but I have to say that this is my favourite Crafters Companion collection to date. Pammy said I had to get an extra of that speciality paper pad. Hadassah says I love this collection. Mine's on the way. Yes, I am thrilled. And Juliet, yet again, you're talking about how this crosses over with lots of other collections. You say that you think this will go well with the Swan Lake collection. Absolutely, I think it will. Now, the 12x12 paper pad is flying out the door, monstering out of the door, in fact. The vellum is the next. I think it's going quicker. I think it's going quicker than that. The vellum.
It can't go quicker than that because that's the maximum speed of a dragonfly.
Well, I think this is a dragonfly that's had extra Weetabix and is even surprising himself and flying at 40 miles an hour.
Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times a dragonfly flaps its wings?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Go on then, what is it?
I don't want to tell you though, do I?
Well, I tell you then, it's 30 times.
5 times.
Second.
A second.
A second?
A second, yeah.
That's how they fly so fast, isn't it?
Of course it is. That's a very good point. Like, who measures all of these things? How did they actually measure it? Like, how fast?
Because scientists have microchips that they put on their wings.
Yeah, don't fall for that.
Johnny's like, is that true?
Is that true?
It must. How else do they do it?
Speed camera. And they have the coppers there with the guns, don't they? The speed guns.
Big camera for a dragonfly.
He's 25 miles an hour. Zoom.
They're like, can you imagine they're in the long grass with their little zappers.
Do you know what though? In all fairness, I don't think I've seen a lot of dragonflies in real life.
Well, you don't see a lot of it. They're near ponds and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you go near rivers and
maybe I don't hang out near ponds often enough to see them. Maybe that's what it is. I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh, the vellum pad is absolutely flying. Yes, faster than 35 miles an hour. It can't be faster than 35 miles an hour because dragonflies can't fly faster than that. But the point is, it's really, really very busy. The second most,
so rude, Ben.
the second most popular individual item behind the 12x12 paper pad. And again with this, Debbie. Obviously, we've just backed this onto some white paper so that you can see it a little bit better. But it matches beautifully with all of the papers. And vellum, again, such a useful consumable to have within your crafty armoury, isn't it?
It's so popular.
Look at
People
that.
love it because you can. I mean, if you tear it, it looks lovely. I mean, that's such a strange thing to say, isn't it? Tearing it, but it creates beautiful borders and edges and backgrounds. Use it with our tape pens because you cannot see the tape pen through it when you stick it to something. It's amazing. It embosses beautifully, so
Yeah.
it gives like a parchment effect. And actually, Ben, the quality of it, if you feel that page,
Yeah.
I think it's more like parchment than it is vellum. It's quite thick. These
It's a lot
pads.
thicker than vellum as I would sort of
absolutely.
describe it.
I know it is vellum, but it really, honestly, when you get it home, it feels like parchment. It's absolutely ultimate quality. It's amazing.
24 sheets of that vellum you're going to get. Don't forget that does come within your bundles, but lots of you adding adding more in, more of the vellum, more of the 12x12 in there too, and lots of people loving the speciality pad, the foiling pad that we've also got within the bundles too. So that one is proving really, really popular as well. Hi to Marsha, hi to Eleanor. Rosalind says, good morning, loving the paper pad. Lakieta says, hello everyone, got my collection and the extra papers too. Now it's the waiting game for it to arrive. Shall we see this again in action? Because I think the more that you see of this, the more you're going to absolutely fall in love with it. So let's get back on over. Don't forget, the official launch isn't really for another hour and a half. So you're getting in early, you're shopping, you're doing the best thing that you can and getting all those goodies right now before the mad rush at 2 o'clock. But what are you going to be working with next, Debbie?
The Weeping Willow die. This
brilliant.
is my favourite die in this collection. I love it. And it's the first time that we've done a die that you've got a stencil with as well. And you're thinking, well, why do you need a die and a stencil? But the stencil works with this die because it's that Weeping Willow, which is such a pretty tree, isn't it? I mean, it's just beautiful. And it's always, Weeping Willows are always sort of over water, which is where the dragonfly sense of that all comes from. What I also love about this die is it's a creator card die. So if I take out our main worker die, you can see I've also got an extra die. So you can do mats and layers with these if you want. So you could cut this out, say, I could cut that out of black cardstock, then cut this out of a mirror card, put it on the top, and then got a beautiful topper for your card. But what I also love the fact is that we can do different designed cards with this. Now, I love an aperture card. So I'm going to place my cardstock. I've just got some of our beautiful card papers here, and just get that the right way. Yep, there we go, only because it's got a script on there. Not that you're going to see that because I'm going to cut out the middle section of it. Now, I don't want to glue this section down to my card because what I want to do, I want to cut this out of just the top of the card. Because I've got this and the die fits inside, what I want to do is I want to cut this through my card. But to get a frame for the outside of it, what I'm going to do is if you pop that onto your card like so, and I've just done a 5x7 card blank, by the way, so it's just our black cardstock folded in half to make the card blank. And just roughly, I'm only doing it by eye, but if you just centralise that to your card, I'm going to also get some low-tack tape to take that down. What that will do is it will cut an aperture out of that cardstock, and I mean, you can measure it if you want to, but I'm just doing it by eye, and it normally sort of works. You've still got a little bit of wiggle room. Once you've done that, you can then cut that out. That will then create the frame for around your design when you put it into the card. And that's what I like about dies like this that make them so versatile, because you get all those added extras to be able to create beautiful cards. And the reason I'm doing this part first is because that way you can take this die, so let me just take that one away. I've now got my frame. You can stick your frame, in fact, let's do it. Let's just stick our frame on. I'm going to grab some wet glue as well, because I want a little bit of wiggle room when we put it on. Because once you put this on, it then governs where you put your die, and you won't put it in the wrong place.
Gotcha.
So pop that into place. So just like so, and then because I've got that little bit of wiggle room, you could use your tape pens, but if you do, it means that it doesn't allow you any sort of, yeah, exactly. And if it does go in the wrong place, then yeah, you're absolutely stuck. Right, so once that's on, I'm making sure that I really push that down like that. So I've got any ends of the glue, I just want to come out of the sides, because obviously we're going to put that through our die cutting machine. And then you've then got your point where you can place this. So that will go inside that frame. Look at that. Works beautifully.
Yeah.
So let's grab our folder, pop that on there, and then just have that inside. And I'm just going to use again another piece of tape just to hold that in place. Like so. Oh, and then let's pop one on that side as well, just so it doesn't go anywhere.
Another question about the fantasy film. Do you have to hide the glue behind the fantasy film like you do with vellum?
I've only used the fantasy film beneath the wings.
Right.
So I haven't really noticed that you can see it, because then you put the overlay on the top. I can try it. I'll try and find myself a piece. I'm sure I had a little scrap piece, and we'll put some on and see if you can see it. I've got a feeling you probably wouldn't be able to see it.
No.
If you can't see it with your vellum, I don't think you'd be able to see it through anywhere else. So just like I've just felt some glue that's gone out onto here. So if you're using a wet glue, obviously I'm doing it because of demo purposes, but just make sure when you're putting it through your machine, you see it's all squelched out the side here. It does dry clear, but just make sure that you wipe it off your surfaces, especially your machine. And then if we take this one out, I'm going to be really gentle with this one, just pulling that out from there, because, let me take that tape away. Oh, there we go. Take those tapes off. And then this one, just be really gentle, give it a wiggle. It's all cut, but you just don't want to pull it because these are all your weeping willow branches. And just pull that one away. Look at that, beautiful. It's such a lovely die.
That is gorgeous.
And a really nice way to do it on the front of your card. And the other question I get asked a lot when we do aperture cards like this is where would you put your verse or your writing and your sentiment, and just put it onto the back. So let's just poke those ones out.
By the way, update on the paper pads. Christine, who's already bought 10, as far as you know, says I'll be ordering at least 5 more.
I don't blame you, Christine. If ever there was a paper pad I'd tell you to get more of, it would definitely be this one. Right, so we've done our main section. I mean, that in itself looks beautiful, doesn't it? If I just pop some card behind it.
Oh, there we go.
I mean,
that's
it's
top
stunning,
notch,
isn't it? Absolutely stunning. I love this die, honestly, it's beautiful. But we have background stamps.
Yes.
So what I am going to do, I'm going to bring in a piece of card. Where's my piece of card? I had it right with me, so I put it somewhere. You know what I'm like? I put it inside.
I was just thinking that. I'm sure you just put a piece of card into. I didn't want to say.
Card and I put it inside.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to bring in. I've got. Oh, I thought that was my midnight, and it's not. It's Silent Night, which is. I don't think it'll really matter, but just because I think we've got a more. They're pretty much the same. I don't think it'll matter. Oh, that's Silent Night as well. That's strange. We haven't got a midnight on our shelves, but we've got Silent Night. But not to worry, we'll use Silent Night. It's still a blue. And I'm just going to take some water and a large water brush. Oh, we're not going to do that, are we? He doesn't fit in there. And all I'm going to do is take this to the side. So put some onto here. And then we're going to put some purple as well. Johnny knows what I'm like, doesn't he? Yeah, we don't want to feed the gremlins, do we?
Not after yesterday, with all the water that was tipped everywhere.
It was purposely done, though.
Yeah, but it was done for the wrong demo, though, wasn't it? Initially.
Right, so let's take that blue. Look how strong this blue is. It's beautiful. Yeah. And I just want to, I'm not even going to do a full amount. I just want to add some of that. Now that it is a nice blue, Johnny, you're right. I used Midnight and it was quite different. Yeah, the Midnight is quite dark. And then let's add that blue. Let's add the lilac. We can mix that with the blue a bit, can't we? So we can get a deeper blue here.
You're getting lots of oohs and ahs on the comments in a minute. It's like a fireworks display. Ooh, look at that, says Pammy. Ooh. Wow, pretty, says Elizabeth Cram. Hello, Elizabeth. Stephanie says, beautiful effect. Marsha Nelson, lovely Marsha, says, I've pressed the order button, lol. Yes, get pressing those order buttons. Do not miss out. Congrats on your purchases. You'll love these. Yeah, and it's worth bearing in mind, these signature collections, once they're gone, they're gone. We don't bring them back. So there's no point going, oh, I'll leave it a couple of weeks, because chances are you will not get. And actually, yeah, Johnny's just saying don't leave it until Sunday. Oh yeah, we're here Sunday, aren't we?
I can't hear you. I know you're talking, but so don't
worry, I'm talking to Johnny. I said I'm talking to Johnny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're here Sunday, so this might be here on Second Chance Sunday. I don't know if it will, because the way this is flying at the minute. Kathy says I've just ordered my full extra set. As soon as I saw it on the website. So loads of you ordering. Well done if you have grabbed it so far. All on the Shop the Show page, the Shop the Day page on the website. We haven't got the graphics currently because we are still experiencing a few gremlins, but get onto the website, get this deal, do not miss out. We'll go through it in full detail for you from 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 o'clock Eastern, but do not miss it. It is going to disappear. Right.
Absolutely. Right, now we've got our stencil. I was hoping to find a smaller one. Oh, do you know what? Ah, no, we'll get our little daubers.
Finger daubers.
Little finger daubers, yeah, because that might just be, it will work, but you'd have to be a bit more careful. And because we are a bit more quicker in our demos, let's just use our finger daubers, and there's a black one in there, which is good. So I'm just using a jet black water reactive. You can place this on it, and you can see I've literally just brushed it across. I'm not worried about doing that full background because I want it to look more sort of just have that artist quality about it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use the black and just go through this section. So creating those sort of ripples in the water.
It's a great stencil again though, isn't it? Because you can use as much or as little of it as you want to create the exact background that you need.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can move it across as well. So let's say I wanted to do this all the way across. You just move it all across.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's very clever. I love these bulrushes. These look really effective. You'll see when I take them off. And they've just been designed so well. We have the best design team.
You're right.
I honestly wish I could name them all in person because they come up with the most amazing ideas with everything that really works together.
And the most amazing thing is once you think that you've seen something that they can't better, they then go and do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Look,
you think,
are you ready
how
for
on
this?
earth?
Look.
Oh,
Look how nice. Now look, if I'm going to add these mountains as well. So it looks like in the background, we've got these. And I'm just going to lightly brush over these because I don't want these too black. We just want to give that illusion that they're in the background. It's very effective.
It's very arty, isn't it, this? Very
Really arty,
Makes
yes.
you look like a... By the way, almost 30% of the mega bundle gone.
Oh my goodness, we're not even launching it properly yet.
No.
Look.
Ah,
how nice
yes.
that looks. It's so good. And then when you bring it into your card then, look at that look.
Oh,
I mean,
mate, that's amazing.
I feel like I'm an artist now.
You are you're some sort of artist. Absolutely, that's
There's
amazing.
certain things in your career and you do it and you think, yes, I've peaked.
I will. Oh, and yes, that's the thing, is that you've got your yearly review coming up a little bit later on. So
I'm going to take this card into the review.
Look what I did, boss.
You want to knock me, Jenny? This is what I can do.
Oh dear.
But honestly, look at that. I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And then I've just cut out some of our little dragonflies in a silver because I thought they'd be really nice in silver.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to add these, and your stamp as well. Be beautiful inside and out. So really beautiful design stamps on these. Absolutely love them. I'm just looking, there it is right in front of me. I'm just looking for my 3D glue gel, and we're just going to pop that at the bottom, and then we're just going to add our little dragonflies so we can have these on our tree. Looks almost, because it looks a bit, because of the darker colours, I thought it looked a bit like it could be at night time. And I thought the silver dragonflies,
I love the way you've got those hanging vines as well there.
aren't they beautiful? So there we go, we have all our dragonflies. There you go, look at that. There we go, beautiful. I love that card, absolutely love that.
This is one of those days where I'm glad that I don't have to vote for the card of the show / card of the day, because I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's one of those days where you know that the collection is that good because each and every project that you see is better than the next. You think there's no way that the
well, you
next card could
can't
be
do a
better.
bad card. You literally cannot do a bad card with this collection. It's just all there for you to put on your, whatever project you're doing, whether you're doing gift bags, boxes, construction, or your card making, it's going to look beautiful.
Hadassah's bagged it, she's got it, Kathy's ordered it. Rosalind says, some clear embossing powder on the waves could give them some movement. Sarah saying, so beautiful. And these are the comments coming in just about that last demo. Marsha says, stunning. Julie says, beautiful. Wonderful card, says Debbie Mayan. Wendy says, I love these stencils. Elizabeth says, it's a beauty. Marcia says, gorgeous. Pammy says, gosh, gorgeous. I mean, they are all flying through. You guys are loving this collection. This is what you can achieve. This is what you can create. Even if you are brand new to crafting, we've popped together here something which is just going to allow you to create the most stunning cards. The mega collection, almost 30% of the stock has gone pre-official launch, which is phenomenal. It's £123.19 if you're platinum, $159.96. That's the one that majority of people are going for, because you get two 12x12 pads, you get two of the 8x8 foil pads, and you're also going to get two of the A4 luxury cardstock as well. If you have missed the whole collection, we're going to come back after a short break. We're going to give you time now to check out your baskets. When we do come back, we'll go through the full collection together and talk you around all of that, and we'll also get you to vote for your demo of the show. All that on the way, but you need to head to the checkouts right now, and we'll come back in a couple of minutes' time. We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Take all the hard work out of patchwork with the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. This innovative collection of multimedia dies allows you to create patchwork blocks with ease and total accuracy. This set includes 18 dies to cut a range of shapes and sizes for patchwork or quilting projects. They can cut multiple layers of fabric at once. They include an accurate 1/4-inch seam allowance, plus all of your pieces are cut exactly the same size every time. Follow your own creative inspiration or look through the 20 patterns laid out in the guide. Not enough? There's an additional 60 patterns online. And right now, we have amazing offers on the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. Quick Buy, get yours now. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Lots of baskets being checked out just during that short little break there. What we're going to do is go through the collection in full for you so that you can see everything that is included within it. As you said, having a few problems with our graphics today, but all you need to know is that I'll give you the price, I'll give you everything as far as the contents are concerned. Then you just need to hit the website, the Shop the Show, Shop the Day page, where you'll find everything that you'll need. Shall we though, before we go through it all, because it will take a while, get a little vote going. We have got the demo of the show vote and two absolute absolute crackers to get voting with. Debbie, recap on what you made.
Yeah, just a couple because we went a bit late. So the first one was the one we'd done with that Waterloo border, absolutely stunning. And then our second one we did with that beautiful background in it as well, which is absolutely lovely. I've realised I forgot to put my moon in it.
Oh,
I was going to do a moon, yeah.
You can put it on if you want.
I will show you. Yeah, I could do it in the break actually, but I'll show you. I did this one in a different colour, look. And then all you do is use your sparkle pen to have the moon in the background, see.
Do you know what, as well now, there's different colours. That card you've just taken away there, I can understand why a lot of people are now saying that this would work nicely with some of the Swan Lake elements as well.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. But it's so lovely, isn't it? Yeah, so 1 or 2.
All right, get voting. Grace on the socials just said, Glenn, I'm not voting today. Ha 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 ha. Me too, because it's going to be a tough vote because all the products are going to be amazing. Let's take you through everything that you're going to get within this collection. We'll get Debbie's take as we go through as well, and then we'll have a look at some finished cards as well. But your 12 by 12 paper pad, 36 double-sided sheets that you're going to get. Remember, if you're going for the mega bundle, you will get this twice over. You can, of course, go individually as well with this. However, the 12 by 12 paper pad is the item which is proving the most popular individually. It's the one that will sell out the bundle when it goes, and it's proving very, very popular indeed. I'm just hearing as well that the 6 by 6 is the next most popular after this collection. But you can see again here, we've done all of the hard work for you by giving you these beautiful double-sided papers. And as Debbie was chatting about, like the artwork is absolutely glorious, and the colour palette again. I mean, I run out of superlatives to describe it.
Vapor pad strikes again.
Vapor pad strikes again. Her surname is Papad, as we said. Papad. It's just a coincidence that she now works in this realm for us. But how gorgeous. And you touched on this as well. There's loads of hints of sort of like, it looks a little bit like foiling, but it's not.
It does, but it's not.
It's distinct, isn't it, into the actual.
Yeah, it's just gold ink and it looks amazing.
Yeah. And again, as we look through here, you can see, if I just show you the reverse as well, it's important to see that the reverse always matches. So again, that gives you so much craftability. If you're new to these collections, you're pretty much getting this home, and you almost know where to start straight away, don't you, with your mats and layers, with what you're going to create with this. But the reason why that you will get more than one of these is what you're seeing now, is you're seeing so much beautiful artwork, so many beautiful colours in here too. And again, the kind of collection, Debbie, that I could see people using for lots of different occasions. It's not kind of like pigeonholed, this, is it?
Yeah, I absolutely know what you mean. I think it's just an all year round pad, isn't it? Every page offers something else. Even that page there that we're looking at, I can see you created on like a Father's Day card.
Yeah.
So it's just, and everything about these pages are so unique. She's done it. I don't know how Faye comes up with the ideas. Even that, I mean, they're stunning. So think of your scrapbooking, your construction, your card making, box making, anything you want to do, you can use these papers on. They're going to go all through the year. That one's a bit autumny, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So, you know, you think of your Thanksgiving, that would be beautiful for it. It's got that spot orange in there as well, which is just amazing. The next one, Ben, looks a little bit under the sea type thing, doesn't it? As well.
It's where the nymphs are.
Yes, where the nymphs are, yes.
But yeah, you know, as we look through here again, you know, that one, like you said, little bit more. I
love that one.
Autumnal in its look. But the glorious thing about this is that you've got so much. You've got 36 sheets, double-sided. Everything is there that you need. And the great thing about going for the full bundle, of course.
Sorry, Ben, interrupting there. That last one you showed looked 3D. I was looking at it. Look into the background. It looks like it's 3D. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, if you focus on the
just on the
other side of the
the behind bit.
Yeah.
And those flowers sort of pop out to you. I think that's amazing. That's amazing.
It's like one of those magic eye pictures.
It looks translucent.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very clever.
So clever.
The 12 by 12 is very popular individually. Also proving really, really popular individually is the 6x6. Now, as always, what we've done here is we've basically shrunk it down. So you've got all of the images that you're going to see with your 12x12 that I've just shown you in mini form, in that 6x6 form. So again, this caters for the bigger projects, it caters for those smaller projects as well, and it just means that you've got even more to be playing with as far as this collection is concerned. Then on top of that, the vellum, I'll show you this. So the vellum, again, proving so popular individually, and again, you can see that it all matches up perfectly. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, you know, it's not just a case of us just chucking in some, you know, random colours to go with the papers. Everything is done. All of the patterns work beautifully. You know, and like you said, vellum is like so craftable, isn't it? For all sorts of, you know, different projects, for all sorts of different ways. I love that idea as well that you said, and I always forget about this, of using like just strips of the vellum, like for borders, just to tear it, because it gives it that really sort of, sort of shabby chic effect, doesn't it?
Does.
Vintage.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's one of my favourite things to do is to tear vellum. It's just amazing.
And as you said, and you'll feel this for yourself when you get home, it's a lot, it's obviously vellum, but it's a lot thicker than perhaps what you're used to. Yeah, it does. It really does, and it's got that real sort of feel of quality to it as well. So I love that idea of, you know, maybe you know, tearing into this, maybe getting some embossed detail on here too. But you can see all of those patterns match up absolutely beautifully, and you're going to get 24 sheets of the vellum included in this collection as well. Next up, you're going to receive the foil card pad. Again, I've not seen one of these before in this particular collection. You were mentioning that we did something similar on a Christmas collection a little while back. Yeah. But like you said, it's almost that sort of like resist technique to it, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is. But what's nice about this one, Ben, it's almost got like an iridescent shine to it. You'll know when you get it home. It's hard for the cameras to pick it up. So even though it's shiny, it's like an iridescent. It's amazing.
We've just obviously highlighted.
You can really see it there.
There you go. We've obviously highlighted. There we are.
Look how pretty
with
that
some
is.
colours, so you can see all of the different designs that you're going to get here. Worth bearing in mind, I love this one with the script font. I'm a really big fan of that.
And that really ties in with the script on the paper pads, which is just matches beautifully.
And once again here, you can see those beautiful dragonflies. We've got the trailing vines on some of these as well. If you go for the mega bundle, you'll get this one twice over included as well. It's 24 sheets that you're going to get in total of that gorgeous foil pad. So that's all included. Then on top of that, which I absolutely love that we seem to do now in every collection that we bring to you, the pearlescent cardstock. So we're giving you 24 sheets of this A4 size, 6 different colours once again. I mean, the pearlescent nature of this is absolutely beautiful, but once again, all of the colours that we've popped in on this card pad will just work beautifully. So again, it just makes life so simple for you for those mats and layers, and for your construction projects as well. You're not having to kind of like ferret around in your craft room to find cardstock that's going to match, because we've done it all for you. And it's the most gorgeous colour palette, isn't it? It's so lovely. So if you're going for the mega bundle, twice over, and also twice over, okay? So that you get twice over, all right? In the standard bundle, you'll get that once with the vellum and the 6x6 that we've got as well. Then let's have a look at all of the consumables that you are, not the consumables, all of the hardware that you're going to get. First up, I picked this one out because it's gorgeous, the water lily. I mean, how cute is that again for like more sort of your 3D projects? You know, cutting this out, layering it up, you know, creating the little pads for your little dragonflies to sit on. I'm laughing because I keep looking at that and it reminds me of Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Yeah. I was literally just going to say that, yeah, Pac-Man.
But beautiful again, you know, cut as many times as you want, layer this. What noise does Pac-Man make? He doesn't make that noise, does he? So anyway, yeah. So there we go. There's No, it's not Pac-Man. There's the water lily. Die set. Next up, let's show you this water lily frame. I mean, again, how gorgeous is that? And once again, you know, lots of people chatting about how this will cross over with other collections. That beautiful frame, I mean, you'll be able to use that in so many different projects with lots of other different dies that you potentially got in your collection, you know, with your butterflies, with that Country Lane collection. You've got those two gorgeous dragonflies included in there as well. Use that fantasy film that you're going to get to really bring to life those beautiful dragonflies and their wings, even more in there as well with those dainty dragonflies, such detail that you're going to get in those dies as well. Next up, let's show you this set. So this is the set, the Weeping Willow, where Debbie created the last card from. And again, it is just amazing because the die itself to create that scene is stunning with all of the vines hanging down. But like you said, you've got so much versatility with the stencil to create that bespoke scene, haven't you? It's really clever.
Oh, so clever and so easy. And it makes even me look like an artist. The right product just before my review.
then you've got the bridge as well, the ornate bridge that we've looked at. So we saw that with Debbie just a few moments ago. So the ability to cut it in to create, well, like you said, you showed a card, didn't you? One of our designers made an actual card just with the bridge
absolutely.
itself. Beautiful, as I say. It reminds me a little bit of Venice, but a lot of you saying, you know, that sort of oriental feel to it with the chinoiserie. That would work beautifully there. Then you've got the wonderful water lily border included too. So again, tons and tons of craftability. There's even more. The lily pond. I mean, again, how gorgeous is that? With that beautiful 3D effect is just stunning. And as we said, you know, adding a bit of colour to that, popping on a little sentiment, maybe attaching one of those beautiful little dragonflies on there as well. Card done, no problem at all. Sentiments you want, you've got those included too. The dragonfly dreams. So again, lots of positive sort of affirmations within this collection, again, just to kind of send to people to perhaps, you know, pick them up just a little bit, have faith. You've got things like dream big, make today amazing. All these wonderful sentiments which are going to put a smile on people's faces. And I love these simple sentiments. How cute are these? The little, thank you. The little swash stamps that you've got again. So you've got birthdays and thank yous and dreams and smiles and believe. Absolutely beautiful. Then let's come down to the final few pieces of the jigsaw that you're going to receive. These are amazing. Your little dragonfly charms, if you like. I really love the idea that you said about earlier on, you know, potentially if you can add a few more of these into your basket, why not make some jewellery with these? You know, these really would look gorgeous, but you know, if you're just going for these within the collection, if you're popping these onto a project, make sure it's for someone special. Save those 10 for the most special people because they are absolutely beautiful. Then we're going to give you 6 meters of the beautiful ribbon. Once again, all done in the colors that you would want with this particular collection. And then last but by no means least, the thing that I'm most fascinated by, and I think lots of you are as well, there's so much chat going on about this fantasy film. It really does bring those dragonfly wings to life, making them look like the absolute real deal. You know, like when they buzz past you at 35 miles an hour, you see that flicker of fantasy, and that's what we're affording you with this collection as well.
That's why we never see dragonflies, because they're just too fast.
They're too fast. Look at the dragon. Oh, it's gone. But yeah, the fantasy film is honestly the absolute business. So just to break it down for you again, everything that I've shown you there is in the standard collection. I know there's nothing standard about it, but that's in the standard collection. If you're going for the mega collection, which the majority of you are, you'll get the pearlescent card twice over, you'll get the 12x12 twice over, and you'll also get 2 lots of the 8x8 foil pad. So that's what you'll get in the mega. I think we are at 30% of the stock now gone, if not over. And then, of course, if you want to go for individuals, you can. However, if you want to pick and mix your own bundle, you can do that as well. If you spend £50 or $60 on individuals, then you'll get an extra 10% off your basket. Let's have a look at a few finished cards with Debbie over the other side of the studio, and there'll be plenty more of this later on. It's a good job we've got another 2 hours, isn't it?
I know, absolutely. And I've got so much that I want to show you. I mean, we've only been able to get through 2 demos. I picked a handful of colours that we haven't shown yet because I want to show you as many as possible. But look how big this card is. This is an 8x8 card using those 8x8 resist paper pads, using that embossing folder, the little gems on there, the swash stamps, the lilies on the lily pads. Everything about this is so gorgeous, and then the papers in the background that all tone in. And this is exactly what Sarah wants to show you, is how you buy a whole collection and have everything to be able to make cards like this. You could start then doing real designer looking cards where you've got just beautiful designs, the papers, the lily pads. What about something like this, using your acetate? We know lots of people love their acetate. Put it on the front of like a stepper card.
That's
there. If I
amazing.
turn that around so you can see, it's got a little step on the inside.
Yeah.
But look how pretty that border looks. And that's just putting some inks behind it, just to highlight the actual beautiful water lily. I'm seeing a lot of these cards which are super easy to make.
Oh, wow.
They're a tower card. It's really clever, isn't it? But really actually very simple to do. And it is just a case of doing those. If I put it out like that, you literally cut slots in your sides of your card.
Okay.
And you mount in and valley fold them to create a really unusual card. But look at that. Now that's very different to the card we made earlier, where we put that die on the outside, but then inside you can see those effects. But that one's done all on the outside, and a completely different look to the card. And then what about gift giving? Being able to make the boxes. We've got that little one of those gems hanging there in midair. We've got that frame going round there. We've got the bridge. There's actually so much going on in that box, but it looks absolutely stunning. And everything about this collection is just matching. And that's exactly what we expect from a Sarah signature, isn't it? So it's beautiful.
Yes. And that is just kind of tip of the iceberg, just whetting the appetite, ready for the main event, which is coming your way in just over an hour's time. Gorgeous collection, says Robin. I've just ordered it and I cannot wait to play with it. You're going to absolutely love it. Honestly, wait till you actually get it physically home. Wow, says Margaret. And Laura Jones says, what a gorgeous collection. It is. I'm putting it out there. I think it's one of the best Sarah signatures, and this is one of the biggest launches that we've done this year. And again, lots of you chatting about how you're going to use this with your other collections. Miriam saying this collection will work well with Country Lane. So many scrapbooking elements to use as well. We're going to explore this a lot more for you in just a little while. But I know what you're asking. What was the demo of the show? Was it number 1 or was it number 2? It was 2.
Yay! I love that. I love this one. Thank you.
We'll pop that up into our Crafty Walk of Fame and you can vote for it a little bit later on. We'll be guaranteed a Debbie Fisher win a little bit later on. Make sure you, in the hour that we've got here, check out your baskets if you've got anything in them. That is a must do, because it's only going to get busier when we have the official launch from 2. So head to the Shop the Day, Shop the Show page and get those baskets checked out. Add more of those paper pads in, add more of the consumables, more of that fantasy film, which I just think is gorgeous. And of course, if you are on the website, don't forget to check out the penny sale, which we've got for you as well. On the main page, you'll see a little box you can click, and that gives you all the details that you need about the penny sale. It ends at midnight tonight, so if there's anything of interest for you there, which no doubt there will be, I know there's a few of the craft kits in there. Make sure that you make that purchase and make sure you do it today, because if you come back to it tomorrow, it will not be there. Talking to craft kits as well, by the way, we will be featuring more of those for you a little bit later on Monday Makers, which is coming up. So that is your day here on Crafters TV. You've got just over an hour to wait and we will be back with the official launch of this amazing collection. It will still be here. How much stock will be left? Not quite sure. I think it's going to be a busy hour between now and then. And also, don't forget, a little bit later on, 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern, we'll be back with Monday Makers with some brilliant deals coming up there. And during that show as well, we'll chat more about the penny sale. But a massive thank you to the team. Thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you to Debbie. We're going to go and grab some lunch and we will come back for the official launch of this collection in just an hour's time. Bye for now.